Okay. So, how everybody feeling? What is the sentiment towards crypto right now in terms of bearish, bullish? How are people feeling right now? Well, what is sentiment? You think you're gonna go up? You think you're gonna go down? I just wanna get your thoughts because if you've been paying attention to the graph, you'd realize we've been going crazy today. Just today. We went from let me so I'm gonna move over from the intermission from the mid screen to the main screen so you guys could see something like coin market cap, right? So if we just look at coin market cap, right, we're gonna start with what I like to call the market analysis or just the market review. Hey Nicholas, what's up? All right, so we have a nice little crowd going here. So we could see just here, right, in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin went from 59.37, 59 to the 56. That's a large swing. That's a 5,000 US swing. So this is huge, and I'd say Bitcoin is very bullish right now. I don't know how much of you bought Bitcoin. I bought a significant amount last week, so I'm very happy with those numbers. I'm gonna show you guys the trading side. Hey Ambika, what's up? I see you in the chat. So like if you just jump across to something as simple as Coinbase here, and the reason I do that is so there's no login information. You could see, let's say right here, 55, 58. There's that pressure on either side. So, but look at this. I think it's profit taking time. I think a lot of the profit taking is happening, and we may come down to 54, 53, 54. Because I feel after this peak, we're gonna be settling down from the high for a bit. So that's my thoughts on it. How you guys doing? Were you guys in the Bitcoin market or were you in the oil market? Let's look at the other coins. So Bitcoin today, low of 50, high of 56, and you can see we're still on our high. Okay, so Ethereum 1959 with a low of 1896, a high of 1969. So I believe this is all-time high. Let me just check. Yeah. No, this is 24-hour high. Let's see if it's all-time high. So 52-week. Yeah, so we just hit another all-time high at gain for Ethereum. So I'm gonna say I could only assume in just a couple days or tomorrow this will be 2000 because the market is very bullish on Ethereum. The amount of people that has come out talking about Ethereum shadow switch. Hey, what's up, man? I think this is the first time I'm seeing you in the chat. So thanks for popping on, and we're doing a market analysis. So we're just reviewing. We just started with Bitcoin and the 5,000 move. We see Ethereum is right up there at the top. So if we come right here and we select market and we do ETUS just to see how that's going right now with the 15-minute candles, you could see it's been really bullish. If we take it back to, let's say, 6-hour candles, look at that. That's a pretty positive trend upwards, and I think 2000 is inevitable. Hey, okay, so this is Kyle. Thoughts on ETC versus ADA. Okay, so let's look at it. ETC, assuming you're talking, oh no, ETH. So because remember, there's actual ETC and there's ETH. ETH is Ethereum, and for those of you who familiar with the situation that happened in 2016, there's actually ETC. Let me look it up and show you guys. ETC. That's Ethereum Classic. This was a network that was hacked back in the day, and then they actually, which was crazy, the Ethereum developers actually went into the network and hold the entire smart contract to save everybody its money. So Ethereum was actually in a situation where a huge hack happened, and the developers actually went in and stopped the hack. Whereas in Bitcoin, there is no developers to do that. And from a fundamental situation, that was crazy. So you want to look at, let's say Ether. So Cardano, right? We could see, we'll just do a quick market analysis. So it's 0.9 cents. Let's see how it's doing. Let's just look at it over the course of, let's say, a month. 0.3 all the way up to 0.9. So I'd say it tripled in a month. And how it's been, let's look at the all-time prices, right? So the all-time high of Ether was 1.33. So it looks like we recovering to the all-time high. So Ether is trying to surmount the original let's say height. Now what we can do is this could kind of bring us into the original talk I wanted to talk about, which is how to evaluate a coin, right? So something I was gonna just at least talk about slightly in the Bitcoin space here, as in how do you get to this price of 55,000? Let's see if I could bring up one of these bookmarks here on let me see if I could get it up. Try to remember how to okay. So this is my online drawing board, and basically you have people who have BTC, right? This is the sign for BTC, right? And these people at, let's say, 50k, and then what they're doing is they go in now to a DeFi system, and they are putting their Bitcoin as collateral, and then they are borrowing USD. So just to follow it, they took out 50,000, like they take their 50,000 Bitcoins, then they go to a DeFi system such as BlockFi. They go and they put the Bitcoin as collateral on DeFi, and they're able to borrow US, right? Then from the US, the US loan, they go and buy BTC. So what is happening? What do you mean by DeFi? So DeFi, okay. DeFi means actually, this is better to type that because yeah, it actually means decentralized finance. Okay, spell this wrong. Decentralized finance. Right. So what I mean by decentralized finance, right? So when you go to, let's say, a bank in wherever you live, right? You go to the bank, you ask them for a loan, you would put up some collateral to get that loan. So you could put up your house and say, my house is worth $1 million. I want to borrow $100,000. If I couldn't pay back this $100,000, you could take the house. That's called collateral. In this situation, the decentralized finance, what the decentralized finance mean is you could take out the loan without them having to verify who you are and where you live and whatever. Because what happens, the loan, the collateral is Bitcoin. And you are taking out a loan from the against the Bitcoin. So they lock up that Bitcoin, and then there's it's worth around $50,000. Then they take the collateral, they borrow US, and they go buy more Bitcoin. So effectively what they're doing is they're creating scarcity by buying out as much as of the Bitcoin in the market. And effectively what happens is the supply of Bitcoin on the market is going down and the demand is going up because everybody is trying to get their hand on it. And then what they could do is once the price goes up, they could then sell it. So it just went up to 56, sell it at 56, and then they could use that same money after so I'm gonna put price increase here. Just the price went up, and then they sell, and then they're using that money to pay back the loan. Pay back. So this is just something that I saw happening right now in the market, and I thought this was super interesting to discuss. I thought you guys may be interested, but that's not the topic of today. The topic of today is how to evaluate a coin. And as Kyle said, he was asking about Ether, and we could put that. So what I'm gonna do is start a Google Docs. Let me not dox myself. Can you do me a favor and look at these two coins? Put it up in the chat and I'll look at it. If you put the coin in the chat after we do the topic of the day, we'll go through the coin itself. So just not to dox myself, I just made sure and make the Google Doc outside, and let's call this coin evaluation. Coin evaluation. Coin evaluation. So we're gonna create a table, and we'll actually, let's say, almost fill the table live, so you guys could get a idea of how this would work, right? And it's not that I have like a created template. I'm actually creating this live using just the experience I had over the years I've been in crypto. So let's use Bitcoin, let's use Ethereum, let's use Ether, since Kyle asked about Ether. And you guys can name one other coin to evaluate in this setup I'm building here. So just name one coin, and I'll add it to this list, and we'll go through the evaluation layers. I know there's some lag in the system. Okay, so I'm seeing Chainlink. Since you guys were the first two people to put it in, let's put it in. So I'm gonna add it in, insert column to the right, dot, and link. Okay, let's go. So the first thing we want to evaluate is the you could call the block, how blocks added. So I'm gonna add in this just for comparison, so you would understand why the system exists. So insert column to the right, and we're gonna say Ripple, right? So yeah, this is a technical analysis on why there would be either value in Bitcoin, Ethereum, dot, link. So we're trying to figure out, not from a price establishment, because if you just look at the price or the market, you're looking at speculation, and there are many people speculating, but that just because people are speculating doesn't mean there's value there. So we want to actually start to figure out some fundamentals. And then after we move from the fundamentals, we want to move into the actual specifics of that crypto. So for Bitcoins, let's see if I could just put piece of the page here. So half, and then we'll put the next half here. Okay, so for Bitcoin, we know this is proof of work. Proof of work. In Ethereum, at the moment, Ethereum is proof of work, but it does plan to be proof of stake. So, you know what? I'm just going to put POW because I assume you all know what proof of work is. And then there's proof of stake. Proof of stake. Ripple. Let's see what Ripple block mining is. How XRP coins blocks added. Blocks added. And effectively the reason I have Ripple here is to show that it is a centralized system. So XRP, learn about liquidity, blah blah blah, decline all. Let's see. Payment network. And the reason why I'm doing it live here is so you guys would see how easy it is to research these items yourself. The ledger overview, and it's important to understand this ledger overview system. So the XRP is an online system for payments powered by the community ledger, blah blah blah, peer-to-peer, blah 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 blah, censorship resistance, fast and efficient, finite supply, responsible governance. So this is the governance. A team of full-time world-class continuity underlying. Ripple acts as a steward system. Secure. So they haven't actually said how it, because you can't really mine it. It's centralized. Okay. XRP. Finite supply. Responsible. Okay. So we're just gonna put centralize here, because what is happening, right? What is happening is you can't, if you want to validate on Bitcoin, you could validate on Bitcoin. If you want to validate on or add blocks on Ethereum, you could add blocks on Ethereum. In Ripple, you don't actually have that opportunity. The Ripple company is the one who adds blocks to the blockchain. And to be honest, Ripple is your definition of a bank, and it's not decentralized. So, to be honest, the value for Ripple seems so terrible. Let's look at Ether. I think Ether is proof of stake. Ether, let's look at how are blocks added. Because remember, if it's a blockchain, the blocks need to be added one-to-one. Bitcoin, blockchain. I'm gonna put Cardano. Cardano, because that's how it will probably. Okay, this is. Wow. Am I spelling this right? Okay, let me go to CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap. Ether. Cardano. Yeah, I did spell it wrong. Cardano network achieves randomness to ensure a fair lottery. If the lottery ticket holder has delegated their Ether stake to their cashier stake pool, the cashier is allowed to validate a block. This leader has the power to add the next blocks to the Cardano blockchain. Okay, so this is what they call delegated proof of stake. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, Kyle. I spelled it wrong. Yeah. So, this is called delegated proof of stake. And what I mean by delegated is the Cardano network would probably have a list of people who in the staked pool, and then they randomly select, aka the lotto winner, to one of them to actually create the new block. And there's different, I would say proof of work is very proven. Proof of stake is not as proven as proof of work. This is proof of work, and then it is proof of stake. We have to put an asterisk there because it eventually gonna get there. So this is delegated proof of stake. Then we have dot. So Polkadot. How is the blocks added? Protocol information. Okay, this page says at a high level, blah 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 blah. Redomination conducted a pool which ends blah 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 blah. In Polkadot and most substrate chains, user identified by 32-byte account ID. This is simply the public key. Blah blah blah. Cryptography, we know about that. Free reserve, locked versus vested balance. Account balance information is stored in account data. Polkadot primarily deals in two balances, free and reserve. Okay. And this is good too because, to be honest, it have a lot about Polkadot I don't really understand. Transaction mortality, transfer 5 dot to B, account A reaped. Transfer 7 dot to A, account A created. 2, account A, transfer 5 dot to B, successful transaction. You see this I don't fully understand that system yet. Runtime upgrades. Okay. Frequently asked questions. Can an account balance change without a corresponding on chain transactions? No, but all balance changes are in a transaction somewhere in the event. What chain depth is considered safe? Polkadot uses deterministic finality mechanism. Once a block is finalized, it cannot be reverted except by a hard fork. Kusuma has hard forks that had to be reverted for finalized blocks in order to cancel runtime upgrades. So they haven't. I'm not seeing how blocks are added. Do you need to interact with the smart contracts? No. Does Polkadot have state rent? No. Polkadot uses existential deposit to prevent dust accounts and other economic mechanisms like locking up or reserving tokens. So it's not clear to me. Maybe I should just check Kusuma. Is it? Kusuma is an early, unaudited, unrefined release of Polkadot? No. It's not clear to me how our blocks are added to Polkadot. Let me see if anybody has. Under good network conditions, Grandpa can finalize blocks nearly instantly, having launched the Genesis block. So it seems like it's proof of stake. From what I see. GitHub documentation. Let me put the documentation here. Any type of data across the network. Network grocery, relay chain. Okay, so connecting the dots. Relay chain is the heart of Polkadot, responsible for the network shared security consensus and chains cross-chain interoperability. So there's a relay chain, then the sovereign parachains. So sovereign blockchains that can have their own tokens and optimize their functionality. Then there's the para-threads, similar to parachains, but they pay as you go model, more economical for blockchains that don't need continuous connectivity to the network. And bridges allow parachains and para-threads to connect and communicate with external networks like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So consensus rules. Okay, nominated proof of stake. Okay, so I think you might be right. Okay, yeah, so nominators. Secure the relay chain by selecting trustworthy validators and staking dot. Okay, then validators. Secure the relay chain by staking dots, validating proofs from collators, and participating in consensus with other validators. Collators mainly maintain shards by collecting shard transactions from users and producing proof of validator. Fishermen, I wouldn't lie, this is a very complicated. So we're gonna just go with nominated proof of stake. Basically, it's just another variant of I hold dot, so then I could use that dot, and whenever I verify a transaction, I use my dot as collateral, and if I'm a bad actor, they would remove some of that collateral. So let's look at Chainlink, how they do Chainlink, how are blocks added. Now, first of all, just from a technical point of view, proof of stake is one of the best proven methods because of how expensive compute power is, and that's why it's so widely regarded as the best. And proof of stake has been attacked a couple of times, so it doesn't have the best follow through. What is Chainlink record? How does the Chainlink network work? Chainlink uses the Ethereum network. What? Chainlink uses the Ethereum network, a completely decentralized connection of the peer-to-peer nodes, which processes transactions and record them on the blockchain. Anyone, anywhere with internet and a computer can join the Chainlink Ethereum network by running a node. Any node can process transactions into blocks, which are added to the final blockchain by consensus of the network as a whole. Voting power is determined by stake held, which is the number of coins hold. So it is proof of stake. What variant of proof of stake, I'm not too sure. This is kind of interesting though. They say that it apparently lives some kind of parasitically or mutualistically with Ethereum. A Chainlink addresses a sequence of characters, blah 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 blah, publicly or privately. Is okay, so maybe we should read some of these fact questions. We read them backwards, but I don't know. Is Chainlink a blockchain, and what is the Chainlink blockchain? How does the Chainlink blockchain work? Chainlink uses the blockchain of the underlying Ethereum platform. Chainlink transactions are records of balance moved amongst addresses. Blocks are groups of Chainlink transactions, several kilobytes in size, for the purpose of easier verification and sharing across the network. New blocks are generated at a fixed time interval of 15 seconds. Each block is connected to the one chronologically preceding it, cryptographic hash, blah blah blah. The question I'm trying to figure out here is, what's the problem Chainlink trying to solve? Okay, so we should probably put as a rule below. What is the problem they are trying to solve? You know, I think this might work better as a actually no. Because I think in the size of the screen, but then whatever. So Bitcoin, they're trying to solve the problem of digital scarcity. So I'm not sure of scarcity. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with playing video games. But say, for instance, you buy a skin in a video game, right? Or no, let's just look at let's say you had a picture. So you put a picture, you did an artwork, you draw it, and you put it on the internet. You put that digital picture that could be copied to infinity, right? And you want to create some way of creating scarcity. And you could think of, when you play a video game now, that you have a skin, but you can't just show people that skin. You want people to load into the game and run around with that skin, or move around, put on armor, sword. And the way you do that is through scarcity, because that's the only way you can accrue some kind of value. The problem is digital scarcity is very difficult to do. So digital scarcity could, let's say, happen in the game with the skins because it's one database. But how do you move that across different systems? And the reason why digital scarcity works for Bitcoin is because, one, the database is decentralized. The database exists everywhere, and it's set the total amount. And that's why I think non-fungible tokens will be big. So Bitcoin tries to solve the problem of digital scarcity, right? Ethereum is trying to solve the problem of smart money. So when I say smart money and platform, better than platform, I could say I don't want to say cloud computer because that's a very lingo term. We could say smart money and let's just go let's go with platform, right? We're trying to figure out what the problem. The problem XRP was trying to solve is moving money between banks, right? To me, I find this had to be the most, what I would call it, lazy solution. XRP, they wasn't trying to solve a big problem, and because of that, I don't think they would get far. And I do think it will be the end of Ripple soon. I'm just gonna say I'm up against Ripple. Let's look at this. How much time? This is interesting though. This factor on Chainlink. What is Chainlink? Chainlink is a token which uses the existing infrastructure of Ethereum to implement a smart contract platform. You see, I don't understand this. Why would you need to build a smart contract platform on top of smart contract platform? That's a little confusing to me. Smart contracts are code on the blockchain which run when sitting. Yes, we get that. How does Chainlink work? Like, Chainlink works by grouping transactions together in data blocks, quantities. Who invented what is Chainlink can be used for bridging smart contracts with data outside the blockchain. Chainlink is used for anything money is used for, buying, selling, donations, but Chainlink can also be used more things than fiat, a means of accepting donations, facilitating. Why does Chainlink have value? Blah blah blah. Okay, so for Chainlink, and I don't think this is a great solution, but what they're trying to do is create smart contracts for smart contracts. Smart contracts for smart contracts. So I'll kind of explain now, because the question you guys gonna ask me is, why don't you just run the smart contract on Ethereum itself? But Ethereum, if you just want to look at the network fees, look at this. The network fee, the average network fee of Ethereum is 20 US. That's crazy. Every time you run in a cycle, that's 20 US. This is just for a transaction, not to mention a smart contract. So effectively, I think Chainlink is a solution to a temporary problem Ethereum has happened, which is expensive is expensive transaction fees, and such that you could say, okay, I'm gonna link this smart contract with a off-linked Chainlink contract, right? So it's kind of like it's ad hocly connected, and it will run on the side for much cheaper. And then after that, the most of the contract is done on the Chainlink side for cheaper, then it will send it through on the actual Ethereum side. Now, here the thing about that means that this solution, this Chainlink solution, is great for ETH1, but I don't think it's viable in ETH2, because if you look at how the beacon chain works and the sharding system, it effectively makes Chainlink useless. So maybe Chainlink is good now, because remember, the beacon chain still has a year, I believe, before it's actually active. But because there's a ETH1 to ETH2 rollout. But I will say, so far, based on the use case, I'm not seeing a great use case. So let's look at the use case for DOT. most up-to-date, relevant. Polkadot is a sharded protocol that enables blockchain networks to operate, maintain. So as far as I know, right? So Bitcoin was the first to create a let's say a coin, and then you could have that coin live on one chain. And Ethereum was able to create a system where you have Ethereum being the gas, and then you have tokens that live on that network. But if I'm correct, Dot wants to create a system where you have Dot, and then you could have multiple different coins with its own blockchain living in the entire Dot ecosystem connected. And each of those are dots. So it's, you could say it's Ethereum on steroids. Polkadot's Canary network help improve learn. Let's just click learn. Nominate. Okay, so nominated proof of stake governance, balance transfer, redomination. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say for the problem Dot is trying to solve, I'm gonna say many chains on one blockchain network. So when we say many chains, right? When you have, let's say, USDC is a coin that lives, is a ERC20 token that lives on the Ethereum blockchain. But there isn't a block-to-block movement of how, let's say, USDC passes through Ethereum. You have to use Ethereum to move USDC. But wouldn't it be nice if you could deploy your entire network, like say it was Ethereum, or let's say it was DAI, you have Ethereum, and then you make the DAI token, and then that has its entire blockchain live on Ethereum. That's the problem Polkadot is trying to solve. And in some way, it's possible that it could be better than Ethereum. But I don't really like its solution in terms of its governance structure. But I do see the problem it's trying to solve, which is in that the token on the network could have its own blockchain. So let's look at Cardano. Cardano facts. And this is where it's important to understand the difference between each coin, because your coin is trying to solve a problem, and you need that problem to be clear. Otherwise, you're just wasting time. So, Cardano, oh god, I spelled wrong again. Clearly, as a fellow who's copy and paste a lot, you know as I'm a draft man. Okay, straight to the fact section. There you go. Why aren't my unused addresses imported when I restore? I've noticed that other blockchains create wallets. Is there a reason why I have to build from source? It seems like blah blah blah. Test structure. Key concepts. Migrate. Architecture. Okay, so you have the Cardano node. You have the Cardano wallet. You have the Cardano submit API, PostgreSQL API. Okay, all right. That's a strange system, boy. This is real typical computer science built into. Okay, choosing the right component. Do you need to make transactions? Do you? Yes. Do you want to implement your own wallet? No, Cardano wallet. Yes, SDK. No, do you already have the integration with Cardano SI? Yes, Cardano REST. No, Cardano GraphQL. I'm not gonna lie. There's strange. Okay. Let's see if we could go back to Cardano itself. Let's go back to the website. Take out this part. And I hope you guys get an experience on how research works, and you guys could put it in the chat and tell me what you think of the research, so that we could I could get a feel that if you guys are following along with what I'm saying or not. Purpose. Okay. So a platform built for sustainable future to help people work better together, trust one another. Cardano is a fork in the road. It takes us from where we've been and destined to go a global society. Cardano began with the vision of the world without intermediaries, in which power is not controlled by accountable few, but the many employ technology. Cardano brings in new standard and technology, open and inclusive, to challenge the old and active in new sustainable. Wow, they love to just bullshit, like just see things, and I wanna just okay. So Cardano blockchain built on the groundbreaking Ouroboros proof of stake consensus protocol and developed using Haskell programming language, a functional programming language that enables Cardano to pursue evidence-based development for unparalleled security and stability. Okay, evidence-based science. All right. Our technology underpinned by the research to build. I'm not too clear on that. So they talk about this Ouroboros, which is a very funny name, version of proof of stake, and I guess I want to see how that works. Pioneering tech, because the staging point for every camera provides a template. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just put why use Cardano network. Let's see if we could find it. Why is Cardano? Cardano is a proof of stake blockchain platform, the first to be founded on peer-reviewed research and developed through evidence-based method. It combines pioneering technologies to provide. Okay, so this is the same kind of bullshit. Cardano's settlement layer is used for settling transactions that use either cryptocurrency. The control layer that is under development will be used for smart contracts. The hierarchical structure of Cardano ensures that it can be used as a medium of exchange. So it believes, so this is my definition of it. Smart contracts using superior proof of stake. So basically it's another smart contract platform, but they believe they have a better implementation of proof of stake. Ouroboros, that's from Bungo's Stray Dogs anime. Lol. I haven't watched the anime, so I can't tell you that. So let's look at something below, which I hope we could be able to find, which is the number of wallets. So you guys would know and would have processed or sent transactions before, and it's easy to create a wallet, but if you haven't sent a transaction, they wouldn't be recorded in the blockchain. So let's look at Bitcoin number of wallets. So just to take a look at it from it in 2011, this is how much wallets it had, and up to today, this number on the left, this has to be in it was it in the millions. 6746. Why why this tap off here? Okay, so yeah, 63 million wallets by December. They just use a 63 mil. That's how much wallets are currently on the network. Huge. Let's this might be nice. What is this? Number of Bitcoin owners, number of Bitcoin daily users. How many wallets are there? Okay, number of Bitcoin traders. So there's around 200 million Bitcoin wallets right now. That's how much people open and send a transaction effectively. Bitcoin addresses in total, core associated with private wallets holding Bitcoins. This is crazy. Okay. Service addresses holding Bitcoins. Okay. Let's look at now Ethereum number of wallets. Ethereum number of wallets. Now, when you think about number of wallets and you want to know where you get this number, if you do an analysis of the blockchain, you should be able to arrive at how much wallets you find, because you literally it's gonna be right in the block. How relevant this data is. I don't want to be okay. So this is 2019. Let's get something a little more active. Wallets June 2020. Probably use this. Ethereum is a decentralized. Blah 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 blah. I was really hoping to find like a graph. Okay. Cancel. Okay, Ethereum number of non-zero addresses just reached 42 million. So 42 million. And it's important to just gauge that the size, the size of it, right? Let's look at. To be honest, I really don't know what XRP, if you could really judge this, but XRP number of wallets, because I believe in XRP you actually need to have a minimum amount. Okay, we're gonna put 1.3 mil here. I don't know if this value is right, but we're just gonna go with it for now. Let's see ETH. How much ETH wallets exists? Okay, Jan 2021, December 2, so on so 280,000 wallets, right? So we're gonna say 0.28 M. And I hope this kinda allows you guys to just estimate in your head how big a system is. Let's look at DOT, the number of DOT wallets. No, Polkadot, I guess. DOT is a terrible name, I think. Number of wallets didn't exist. Active, probably. How many? Ooh, Polkadot experiences a spike in the number of active developers. No, as not active developers, I want to know the number of wallets being used. Probably max number of wallets. Okay, so it seemed, and this could be just because dot is so new. It's not applicable. They don't have that information available, and it's sad because there's no Polkadot block explorer. Is there a Polkadot block explorer? Maybe I'm wrong. So Polkadot. Aha. Polkadot. Average block time by day. We're looking at 5 seconds, I assume. Transactions per day. Okay. Baba boy. Let's see if we could find the amount all accounts. We're gonna have to say all accounts. I doubt they mean they're not gonna give me a total number. They're really gonna just part. You can't be serious. We're really just gonna click next. Who built a site? God. I'm not gonna lie, this is a terrible site. Jesus. 7, dropping the blessings. Yeet. Hey, Keelan, what's up? 7. So Susucoin coming soon. We're trying to avoid getting into that. I don't want Gary down my throat. Is there a page 1000? Maybe not. Okay, there is a page 1000. Is there a page 10,000? Okay, there is a page 10,000, page 100,000. This is the amount of, okay, so this is literally live Maria's all over again. No. We exploring how much wallets exist in the system. So let's see if we put this at 50,000. It's not 50,000. How about 20,000? Okay, so it is around 10,000. Let's do 5 here. Nah, this is only Mario situation. So I put 2. Okay, so we're just gonna use this as a hard limit for now, and the idea is 10,000. 10,000. So we put that in the chart here. 10,000. 10,000. And we could just put key. 10k. So just to give reference, nah man, we in too deep. People had to accept the Susu coin for own proof of stake. Nah, we not doing no Susu coin. Carry coming from if we want, we'll go on the ERC20 testnet and we'll make a Susu coin and we'll send it around each other. Right? So the number of wallets. Let's look at the number of transactions. Because effectively what I'm trying to show you guys here is that you need to evaluate how useful the network is. How much people actually utilizing the network. And that is what we're trying to do. So let's see Bitcoin number of transactions per day. So for Bitcoin, you're looking at around 350,000 transactions per day. Now it's also important to know that in terms of Bitcoin, it's really hard to go further than that because the block size is 1 megabyte. So you really can't, you could have a max amount of transactions. So let's look at Ethereum. And this is the average number of transactions per day. So Ethereum number of transactions per day. Jesus Christ. Okay, so just to show you guys, we're doing 1.3 million transactions on Ether a day. So more transactions. This is 4 times more transactions are settled on Ethereum per day. That's crazy. You have to admit that's crazy. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's go to everybody's favorite dog shit coin, Ripple. Ripple number of transactions per day. Is it 0? I'm surprised it's not 0. They really just, I just download a PDF. Okay, alright. Let's see, number of transactions per day. Ripple. Okay, so they saying that they are currently doing I would say around 1.3 million transactions a day as well. This is what it's saying. I'd really like I really not too sure if this is real. Who settled in transactions there? XRP. Okay, so we have XRP there. Is either here? No, so let's see. Either number of transactions per day. And I really hope you guys are getting Cardano number of transactions a day. Just a smidge of view for free though. We flick. You can't really be doing me this in the number of 1000s. Cardano blah 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 blah. Okay, that's how much you want to pay for a month? No, that's not always gonna work. Let's see, Brave new coin. Either smart contract, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Price comparison, blah blah blah. Ooh, look at this. Either voucher holders. It's clearly not telling me the amount of transactions happening. This is current value by asset. Okay, blah blah blah. Okay, is this transactions? I assume this is transactions for a second. So the average transactions values per day, right? In green. Okay. So this is the transaction count in red and the transactions amount in terms of the value. So we're gonna say so they're trying to say 5 million transactions are done per day on Cardano. I mean, that's wild. Unique and active addresses. Okay, we'll put it on. So in 2018, transactions drastically, blah blah, March. In mid 2020, dramatically. Transactions per week. Okay, so this is transactions per week, so we'd have to divide by 7 to have, like, I guess, some analysis on that. So let's say 14 divided by 7 is 2. So 2,000 transactions a day. This is it? No, it would have to be 5 million divided by 2. So I'd say 2 point, no, divide by 7. Okay, so let's do a quick calculator. 5 divided by 7, that's 0.71 million. Because if you say this per week, then you divide by 7, you get per day, right? Let's look at Polkadot. If we get some numbers on Polkadot transactions per day. I really don't know if this information available. There seems to be no Polkadot kind of. Okay, transactions. Jesus, it's such a terrible block explorer, boy. I don't know if you got any of you guys use transactions by D. So we're looking at, let's say 13 average, let's say average 11 key transactions, and then link. Transactions per D. You shitting me. This cannot be 217. I refuse to believe this is 217. That's craziness. Number of addresses 21. This is 2 years ago. Okay, we can't use that information. Okay. No, this is Bitcoin Ether. We don't want price. We want. Ooh. No way. Okay. Ethereum. XRP. I think we found something very cool. Is dot here more? Or link? We're looking for link. Stable coins, traditional assets. Link. Okay, so if we look the number of addresses, you could see Bitcoin obviously having the biggest amount of addresses. Then you have Ethereum. Then you have, okay, so we could check across with we coin metrics here. 2021. So this is 1.2 million. ETH 610. Ether 71. XRP 17. This 30,000. I think this is like an amazing coin metric. Okay, so you could move from active addresses. You could move to blocks, right? We could move to the hash rate. It clearly wouldn't make sense for some because they're not proof of work. But obviously with Bitcoin and Ethereum, you could get a hash rate, which is super important. You could get the let's see, transaction counts. So if we just look at here, Bitcoin has 317,000. Ethereum has 1.9 million. So we was right about that. 1.9. ADA has 33k, a 1.1 on the XRP and Link. Okay, so you see this coin metrics tool here. All these items here is what you could use to compare coins and be able to basically identify what you want to do is look out for Metcalfe's law. Metcalfe's law. And simply put, right? Okay, let me use Metcalfe's law is so if you have 2 telephones, you have 1 connection. Not very useful. You have 5 telephones, you have 10 connections. So you have 12 telephones, you have 66 connections. The network scaling effect is exponential. So basically, effectively, you want to show that as the number of wallets scale, the number of transactions scaling, and all the other items to do with the network. So you know what? I kind of linked both of the things. I had my topic of the day. I kind of went through extra coins like either .link was the purpose and stuff. So I think we kind of did that. We went overboard in terms of time. We went over. So I think it'll be time to kind of close out soon. I'm just gonna do a small Q&A. I don't know what you guys thought. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer it quick, and then I'll probably just close it off from there. I know we probably just have a few left in the chat. We had about, I would say, 8 or 9 concurrent viewers for a while, so I'm pretty happy with that. But you guys have any other questions? Because if not, I'll close it off. I think we had an amazing Friday. Let's just look at the rally so far. Yeah, so Bitcoin 55, Ethereum 1.1953. Amazing. Hopefully you guys use tools like this to evaluate and look at coins. I'm really impressed with this coinmetrics.io, so I recommend go checking out coinmetrics.io. You literally have all the coins down here. You could click on it, something like Waves, and just see what it is. Even though Waves has a certain amount of transactions per day, it doesn't mean it's big. Updates on the Trini group, by the way. So yeah, I'll be starting. So the options is really Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram. So maybe you guys could write in the chat what group you're like. And I'll try to put something together. Yeah, man, some good nuggets of draft. Yeah, I'm really gonna I hope you guys use coinmetrics.io. I happened to find it during this video, and I'm gonna use it more because basically the table I was building, you could literally find all the information here. It's pretty amazing. So like we could go back a year or so and basically find all this information, the transaction counts, everything. Fees, let's look at the fees. But Ethereum with the highest amount of Bitcoin 7, Ethereum 27, Ether 6, Waves 961, what? And XRP 1. Okay, yeah, so fees total is probably for a D. Yeah. Alright guys, so I think I'll just close it off there. It kind of went on longer than I did, but that's how research tends to go. You tend to get into a rabbit hole and you go down. I will try to pull together the group, Kyle, and hopefully we'll have more nuggets of information as we go forward. So I'm gonna close it off. I thank so much for everybody who come out to watch the stream. I super appreciate it, and I really hope I bring you guys value. And the idea is just so that, let's say for instance, I say something that you want to tell a friend about, or you want to re-reference, you could always find back the information as a catalog, that information that will live on the internet, and years later, hopefully we all make some profit. So I'll call this a day, and you know, I want to wish you all the best luck in your crypto trading or crypto buy-ins, and we'll meet next week, Friday, 6 o'clock. So next week, Friday, 6 o'clock, I'll see you all guys here. So enjoy and peace.